So the title for the two sections is Commerce and Gender in the New South. And the first one's title is Gentlemen's Club and Exotic Car Wash. Yeah, Freeway Billboard, Greensboro, North Carolina. And I use the word gentleman in this poem in scare quotes. The gentlemen lounge in smoking jackets and ascots, while girls come out in thongs to soak their bumpers. Loinclothed thugs parade leopard mascots, and the bar is tended by Polynesian drummers. Huge spiraling brushes lash the proffered buttocks of girls who come out in thongs to soap the bumpers. See-through slickers, Wellingtons, and Gore-Tex socks are de rigueur for waitresses who serve with French polish, as huge spiraling brushes lash their proffered buttocks. Every make and model, Balinese to Polish, winks the maitre d'. Bondage, wax, and mudguards are de rigueur for waitresses who serve with French polish. They'll detail your interior for Visa or MasterCard, clean you all the way down to the dipstick, winks the maitre d'. Bondage, wax, and green cards. Exotic for girls who share a smoke and a lipstick before they clean you all the way down to the dipstick. You gentlemen lounging in smoking jackets and ascots while loinclothed thugs parade paint-spotted mascots. And the second section of the poem, also a real sign. In case you don't know, Pullen is a chainsaw manufacturer. And the title of the poem is Barbara's Beauty Shop and Chainsaw Repair. Storefront sign, Greenville, North Carolina. Barbara, known as Bob, does perms and tune-ups. Big chrome scissors dual and Art Deco chainsaw in the center of the shop. Nexus headshots and pinups from Pullen logging calendars lend a raw pastoral motif. It titillates the ladies from the church. Big chrome scissors dual and Art Deco chainsaw and spark plugs serve as curlers in a pinch. Just a minute, hon, while I degrease, calls out Max. It titillates the ladies from the church to guess what cup jocks, shoulder pads, and falsies are squeezed into whose oil-stained jeans and plaids. Just a minute, hun, while I degrease. Techno-chic teens drift in at dusk for fright fads. That blue liquid's two-stroke. You're soaking in it, quips Sammy the manicurist in oil-stained jeans and plaids. At the shop with Nexus headshots and logging pinups, Barbara, call me Bob, does perms and tune-ups. That blue liquid's two-stroke. You soak in it while they fashion a brand new Southern man. She's it. I'm just going to read one more. And this poem is titled Living Right. Where I come from, what they call living right most often means no liquor and no sex, except what's sanctioned by the state of marriage, and only then with hurried indifference, plus regular appearances at church. Only men need worry about living right, since women had gotten themselves or been stuck minding the store of moral goods and notions, and as far as men could tell, forgotten how to live wrong. And so, naturally, such men, resenting women for the only power they'd given them to exercise, and guilty for their aversion to living right, wrested a counter definition of living right from the margins of socially acceptable behavior, according to which they failed to love the children the women had in their minds forced upon them, and took to the woods where they might exercise a purgative prerogative to kill, followed by heavy drinking, during which, and usually while pissing side by side, gazing up at a bleary moon together, they'd in an epiphanic gush concur that this was goddamn right, living right. So this morning, when our house guest said, "You folks sure know how to live right," I paused. Surely not the Southern Brimstone version, and not its sexist doppelganger either. Not the living right that characters in films affect and their actors imitate, of driving of smoking $50 cigars, driving sports cars faster than the speed of self-inflation until the cancer or the smash up gets them. And not the new age fix of cheating death via a regiment of yoga classes and fat-free, chem-free, taste-free reinforcements. Though, true, we'd served him farmer's market fare, stir-fried in ginger sauce the night before. If what he meant was wine for taste, laughter spilling in waves around a room of friends, stories that each retelling deepens, and sex, if less often, then less hurried, if more honest, then hotter for it, if sometimes playful, then sometimes reverential, for close enough on a Sunday morning to church. And if, as I'd expect, all this regulated by a love of work that's good, midway between the Buddhist middle way and middle class protesting conformity, then hell, let's puff a 50-cent cigar and go for a spin in the station wagon, honey. Thank you.